What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode series. This is episode number 44 and we're going to start today's episode off by going into a game here against Hull City in the Capital One Cup. It will be a very interesting game. We are playing a little bit of a weakened side. We've got players like Ledson coming into the first team, so that's when you know it's a really weakened side, and that was because I don't really care about the Capital One Cup. I've said it before, but to those guys that don't know, I don't really take a care for the Capital One Cup. So that is exactly why I did play a bit of a weakened side in this match. They rocked up with a 5 at the backside, so I knew I had my work cut out, especially since they are actually, well, I think they are a championship side this year, but they're easily Premier League quality. They've got some really good players in there. They've also bought a couple of good players in there as well. But I want to thank you guys first of all for all the support that you gave me on the last episode. If we can get 50 likes on this video again, that would be greatly appreciated, as it shows me that you are enjoying this series and you want it to continue. But the first chance in the game there did fall to Abel Hernandez. His header just went wide of the post, and then we got another chance here in the game. This time it would fall for us, our first chance in the game in this Capital One Cup tie against Hull City. They have brought in a few good players, including their goalkeeper, who made a really good save there from Ryan Ledson's shot. A really good save indeed, because that was a powerful shot and it was travelling in the air. And from a counter-attack here in the 37th minute, we got an even better chance as Cornet plays it wide to Rolando Aarons here. Rolando Aarons does a really good over-the-top through ball all the way over the defence, all the way to Jed Wallace here, who passes it into the middle to Dele Alli, and then it's James with the header. Luke James puts in his first goal in a Portsmouth shirt, and in the 39th minute here we do take the lead in this match. A good save initially by the goalkeeper, but unfortunately for them, it did, well, they parried it straight into the path of Luke James, and he was able to tuck it away very nicely indeed. Not the nicest of first goals that you're ever going to see for a club, but still, nevertheless, it is a good goal for him to score, and an important one in this match, as they hit the crossbar there with a header. They get their own headed chance in the match there. David Myler hitting the bar. Very unlucky there. They could have levelled it up there, and they get another chance here in the 83rd minute. I tried to back off of them because I didn't think they'd actually create anything from that chance, and I was right to back off from them because we get a great chance here as we go 2-on-1 versus the defence. It's Maxwell Cornet to play through Luke James into the middle, and Luke James gets another goal, and that should seal the victory here against Hull City in the 86th minute. We score a late goal on the counter-attack, and I'm pretty sure that's game over for Hull City. They were going all-out attack, trying to get the equaliser and possibly push it to extra time, but unfortunately for them, we score with Luke James once again, and I have no idea what happened there after he scored. He just went absolutely flying. I don't know what his balance is, but it's clearly pretty terrible, because as soon as the defender made contact with him, he went absolutely flying to the ground. But it doesn't matter, he got his goal anyway, and he had a really outstanding match, getting both the goals to make sure that we go through in the Capital One Cup. I'm not too bothered about the result, I'm just more happy about the performance of Luke James. He did play very well in that match, and it looks like I did make the right decision, and probably should have bought him last season instead of Max Clayton, because clearly he is a goal scorer and he is able to convert from little chances on goals. You can see there I only had 4 shots on target and 3 of them were actually from Luke James, so a good conversion rate from him right there, and we go on to win the match, which of course is brilliant. And we've also got a monthly scouting update from both of our scouts. We got one here from our Scottish scout, and well, it's pretty terrible, and we'll have a little look at the English players, and I'm pretty sure it's the same story. We don't have anyone of note to take down. There could be any good players that possibly get promoted into the youth academy, or even going into the first team, you know, the senior team. We just don't have any good players, and that really leads me to believe that maybe it is time to get a bit of a better scout, especially a better English scout, because I had a lot of academy players last year, or, well, I had a lot of youth players last year in last year's Road to Glory career mode. This year, I haven't really utilised it as much, and I would like to. I've got a lot of funds left over from the transfer window, which I could spend on a decent enough scout, maybe a 3-star judgment, 3-star experienced scout. Getting someone like that into, well, my youth staff would be really helpful. It would allow me to scout some better youth players and hopefully well, in the future when I do actually find a better youth scout, because at the moment I'm looking at the scouts and they're just not good enough, or they're too expensive for me. There's none in the middle where they're just right and I can afford to buy them, and I think they're going to be better than the ones we currently have. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but I'm sure we won't have too long to wait before we find a little bit of a better scout, and when we do, I will promote, well, not promote him, I will sign him up and I will send him out to the country so that he can go and find some players that we can promote into the youth academy and maybe even into the first team. But for the time being, we just don't have any good youth players to promote. I think we have a couple of them in the youth academy, but apart from that, really nothing special, like I did say, and like you did see from the monthly scouting reports. But you can see we are going into this game against Brighton and Hove Albion here. We're coming off the bank of winning a couple of games in a row, so we're really in a lot of form at the moment, and we were creating a few chances, as were Brighton and Hove Albion in this game, and it was a very interesting one indeed, as Jed Wallace does an over-the-top through ball here in the 45th minute. Somehow Berahino keeps it onside with the fake shot inside. He then finds a cross into the middle, who finds Prosperi, and Marcus Prosperi scores in the 45th minute just before half-time. And a rare header, really, that's all I can say from that goal. A rare cross and a rare header. You don't really see that often on FIFA 15, but you know, this year it's more about scoring some nice goals, and I do like that, because last year it was just all about scoring headers, and that did get quite repetitive and boring after a while, because that was the only way really that you could score, just running down the wing and crossing it into the middle and hoping for the best. A really good save there from Heaton in the 63rd minute to deny the Brighton and Hove Albion player, and they were very unlucky because they had a lot of chances in this match. Had it not been for Heaton in the goal, I'm pretty sure they would have got at least one or maybe even two goals in this match. Another really good chance here for them in the 78th minute as they look for an equaliser here, and they try and cut it inside into the middle of the box. They have a shot, but it just goes wide of the post. Very, very unlucky. They were really desperately searching for an equaliser, and just like in the whole match, it allowed us to go on the counter-attack. Once again, Jordan Ibe trying to find a player. Tartar is found, and then we see a load of space created on this right-hand side for Jed Wallace, and this time we are denied a late goal by the woodwork. So we scored a late goal in the previous match, but in this match we were unable to score a late goal to make it 2-0 and seal the victory. But it didn't matter anyway. We won it 1-0 thanks to Marcus Prosperi's header. And I have to say, we were very lucky to come away with any sort of result in this match. I have to say, Brighton and Hove Albion, look at that there. I didn't even have a shot on target according to the stats. Brighton and Hove Albion, they had 7 shots and 4 on target. So clearly, they were the ones that did deserve to win, but unfortunately for them, that's just how it goes sometimes, and I'm sure we will get a few undeserved losses to kind of make up for that this season. I can guarantee there's going to be a few times this season where we're just going to be dominating games and we just won't score goals, and the other team will score 1 goal late on in the match and we will go and lose the game. It's just how it works sometimes. This time it was in our favour as we went into the next match here, and the final match of today's episode against Nottingham Forest here. They have a really, really good side actually, a weird formation there. It's like a 4-1-2-1-2 that they are playing there, with Henry Lansbury, who's playing kind of, well, I guess he's kind of playing a little bit deeper really. He's not really playing as far forward, he's playing a little bit deeper, almost as a second central defensive midfielder really, and it was a bit of a weird formation. And in this match I did decide to change it up, put a few players in there that I wasn't actually playing in the previous matches. Players were running a little bit low on fitness, and that is a common occurrence really. I'm having struggles with players with fitness because the stamina in the team is just not that brilliant really, to be honest. I've got Hong Chul, I've also got Munir at right back, who has actually been injured, so he hasn't actually been able to feature that much this season so far. So Christie has been playing a lot in that right back position. He does get very, very tired, and in this match I do believe I was taking a bit of a risk here, playing him on low fitness. But you can see that there just weren't really too many chances in the first half, not really too much to report on, but in the second half it really did explode here as well. Nottingham Forest got a great chance here as they pass it in to Jamie Patterson. He's just about onside as he cuts inside. He takes a shot with his right foot and it curls around Tom Heaton, and into the back of the net. What a stunning goal that is. I couldn't do anything to stop that, even if I had tried. That was a really good goal, and there was nothing I could do to stop that. Really good goal by Jamie Patterson, making it 1-0 there for Nottingham Forest, and we really had a task if we wanted to get back into this game. The AI are just complete arseholes. They really are. They just hold the ball. When they're 1-0 up, they just hold the ball in the corner flag, and it's very, very hard to get it off of them. Although they did create a chance there in the 88th minute. Could have made it 2-0. Don't know why they even tried to create that chance, because they were just holding it in the corner flag for literally the last 10 minutes of the game, and it was very hard to get the ball off of them without conceding a foul. And I didn't really want to concede a foul, and that kind of made it even more frustrating, trying to get the ball off of them. In my opinion, I thought it deserved to be a draw, but in the end, it was a 1-0 result, and that's just how the games go sometimes. That's just how it goes, and in this match, we do lose and drop all 3 points, but this is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Hopefully, you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help out my channel, guys, and it shows me that you are enjoying this series. If we can get 50 likes on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. But on that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.
Dreams